And now we're going to go from the screen to the stage. Rodgers and Hammerstein's first collaboration, Be Boppin' with Buddy Holly, and a nostalgic look at more innocent days. And theater insider Tim Scott is here. We'll look at these three great shows on stage. First off, Tim, Tony's were this weekend, and I kind of want to tie it into our first review with Oklahoma because Ali Stroker plays Ado Annie in the Broadway revival, and it won a number of Tonys, and she won Best Actress.
Right, she was the first actor with a disability to win a Tony Award, and also the revival of Oklahoma won Best Revival of a Musical, so very topical.
And now you can see Oklahoma here in town at the MTH Theater, right?
Right, so we're doing Oklahoma. Actually, I directed the show, Oklahoma at the MTH Theater at Crown Center, and what's unique about this production of Oklahoma is that, we tried to take it out of antiquity, so to speak. You know, it's a 76-year-old musical. There's a lot of misogyny humor that's in there and stuff like that. And we tried to scrub that all away and really just play it for what it's worth. So, we're doing it down there through June 30th. Another interesting twist that we're doing is that we've employed a bluegrass band, a six-piece bluegrass band, because, the working class characters in the show, they wouldn't sound, their soundtrack wouldn't be a 30-piece Broadway orchestra. It would sound more like fiddle and banjo and guitar. And so that's another unique thing about our production. It's already one of the most talked about productions that the theater has ever done because, people have expectations when they go and see Oklahoma.
I mean, this is a big show. It's typically done in a big production with horses, with the whole 9 yards. You know, it's a big production to put on. So to capture that on a smaller stage,
and it's usually done pretty campy, right? Like you think about Oklahoma and you think it's all cheery and it's all happy. Well, if you look at the subtext, not even the subtext, it's based on a play by Lynn Riggs. The themes of bullying and misogyny and women empowerment, they're all in there, but they're oftentimes glossed over, just because it's turned into kind of a cartoony show. But we've taken a real authentic approach with it, and it seems to be resonating a lot with people. And it's interesting to see how prevalent the show is in 2019 when you just try to look at it again with virgin eyes.
Well, I'm excited to see it. Oklahoma was one of my favorite musicals growing up, and from like Curly singing about oh, what a beautiful morning to the very end of the play, it had me hooked. So.
Yeah, and all that great music is still in there. You just get to hear it kind of twisted around with the bluegrass arrangements. It's really fun.
Cool. All right. Well, next up is we're gonna stick with the musicals here. The Buddy Holly story is at the new theater restaurant. So.
Right, Buddy Holly. I mean, this is a great musical. I did this show about 12 years ago at a different theater in Kansas City, but if you know Buddy Holly and Buddy Holly's music, it's all represented here. It's kind of a theatrical telling of his story, kind of his growing up, and then of course it ends with the big Clear Lake concert right before he got on the plane and passed away. Sure. So Zach Stevenson is playing Buddy Holly. I mean, probably the one of the most impressive Buddy Holly tribute artists in the world. I've seen him several times. He looks like Buddy, sounds like Buddy, and he's an incredible guitarist as well.
Is there any local talent in this one? Or
most of the people in the show I think are locally, except for a few of them. But the new theater does such a great job with there, and it's a rockin' show. And I know your sister's done some shows there as well.
Yeah, she's been there as well a handful of times, and we've always had a great time going to see her. Not only her shows, but some of the other productions there as well. It's always a fun time.
You load up on that creamy polenta, sit back, watch the show, and then take a nap.
And the roast beef and some of the other stuff.
They set you up for a nap when you get home. I mean, you're good for like hibernation.
You're definitely good to go. Well, Tim, we appreciate you being here today. Thank you for all the insights on the theater, and I definitely want to see Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma and Buddy Holly.
The corn is as high as an elephant's eye.
That's right.
All right. Are you looking for some few